Okay, in the last lecture we have added this cart element from React Bootstrap to our content here. So now in this lecture I would want to make some changes to our header, footer and the cart over here, as they are not appearing the way I want them to be. So first, as you can see, our cart on the big screen is looking like this. This is too big for me. So first, let's go ahead and in our index, so let's just type div with the class name of row and close the div. And inside of it, we would want to create a div with the class name to be equal to co_access6. Okay, in the row we would want to also have justify content md. Okay, if you're not sure what those really are, I suggest you go ahead and search the documentation of Bootstrap. What I did is basically search in Google Bootstrap middle column. I basically want my Bootstrap element to be inside the middle here and to have a specific width, and this is what I have found. This is the grid system of Bootstrap, and if you have never used Bootstrap, I recommend you read the documentation. And it's very easy to style your elements here. You can see every element and how the grid system works here. And what we want to do here is to have our row justify content MD center. And inside every element are going to be centered. So this is not going to be justify content MD, but this one. So let's go ahead and see how we're going to do that. Let's put our post inside the div here. And as you can see now, whenever we are on the big screen, our element appears to be with the half of the width of the page. So this is it for our index page, index.js file. Now we would want to go to our post.js component. Now here we would want to have a padding on top and the bottom of our Gatsby here. So let's go ahead and create a div. And close it. And inside of it, let's put our cart. And the div is going to have a class name to be equal to padding of 3, let's say. And as you can see, now we have padding from everywhere of our image. If you want to inspect it, just go to your browser element inspector, and here you can see the padding that we currently have. Okay, and now that we have added padding to our Gatsby here, I would want to remove the search and change the links over here on the top header. Also, I would want to change the name of our Gatsby project and the name of the application. So let's go ahead in our header. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. We would want to remove this form, and we would want to remove the nav dropdown. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we currently have. We have only the links. Okay, let's call the project Gatsby Bootstrap. Okay, now what we have to do is to change our nav links here. So we would want to change this to be directed to our home page, and we're going to create one link for the about page that we're going to create in the future. So first, we're currently using nav.link. This comes from React Strap, and it's not using the Gatsby implementation of link, which might be a problem because whenever we use this nav.link, it has certain styles applied to it. So one solution is to delete this over here and delete that over here, and inside of the nav link just create the Gatsby link. So let's first import our link from Gatsby. And now we would want to provide it as a child of the nav link to / to be home. So let's go ahead and see how it compiles. Now currently it has the blue background, the blue cover for it. The normal link from the nav link is just gray like that. However, we're going to leave it like that, as I'm not going to change the CSS here. And let's the about us page here, and let's say we would want to create a contact us page. So let's go ahead and copy this link inside of the next nav link and change it to about us. And we would want to copy this one more time to contact us. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have here. Okay, home, about us. As you can see, we have 404 page and contact us page. Okay, and now let's go ahead and change our footer to something meaningful, and let's search for copyright symbol. Let's just copy it. Usually in your footer you use the copyright, so Gatsby bootstrap project 2019. Okay, so this looks better. Now that we have changed our footer to something more meaningful, let's go ahead and change our post here. We would want to make our post get the title and the excerpt as props. So let's go ahead and do that. We would want to get props for this component, and for the title we're going to render props.title, and for the card text below it we want to render props.excerpt, and for the button we are going to leave it like that for the moment. So now we are not seeing the title and the excerpt, as we are not having anything provided to the post. So let's give the prop for the post title to be "This is our first post," and for the excerpt let's give it "We are writing something to be displayed in our excerpt." Okay, this should render anytime now, and there we have it. We can also do that for our image here, which we are going to take a look later on, and for the button, which is going to direct us to our blog post. So this is it for this lecture. I'm going to see you in the next one.